Okay, folks, let's take a look at time tasks with Google Sheets. Some teachers were looking at putting a time restraint on some of their assignments. This is just a quick way I came up with using Google Sheets. Should be pretty neat, trying out some interesting ideas. So what does this do? This allows a teacher to put a time on a spreadsheet. The student can complete the work. When the time is up, they actually lose access to the sheet. But strangely enough, they can still submit it through Google Classroom, so you can still see what's been done, provide some feedback or a mark, and then give it back to them. A few notes. With this setup, you need to head to the start sheet and change those two cells, especially your Gmail address, because that way if you accidentally activate the script, it will see it's you and won't run. Otherwise, it's hiding sheets and it gets very annoying. Also, make sure that all the sheets are hidden except for the start one. And very importantly, you won't find this out until it fails miserably. Students and teachers must be on the same domain, or else the student will complete the task and then they'll just get an error code and it will sit there and will defeat the entire time task idea. So I set this up as a template. That way you own it. IT admin should be happy because I don't see anything. You own it. The script's run in your account. Everything's safe and secure. So there's the link that you can use to get a copy of this spreadsheet. Here's the sheet for the teacher to modify. If you want to get down to those bottom cells pretty fast, Command or Control and downward arrow will bring you right down to the bottom of the spreadsheet, and then holding down the same button and hitting the right arrow will bring you down to the very two bottom cells. So that is where you put in your name. Make sure it's the same domain as the students, and that's where you put in the time. Now 300 seconds is what this is going to be, because everything's put into seconds on this spreadsheet. I convert it to milliseconds so it works properly in the spreadsheet. So I'm going to really make this short. I'm going to give the person 20 seconds. And there we go. So I need to put in some questions, or else this is a pretty bad quiz. So underneath questions, I just put this. So this is where you can put in all your questions that you want. If you've already made a sheet full of questions and you just want to bring it into this setup, what you do is you head to the spreadsheet that has all the questions, go to Copy To, and then Existing Spreadsheet, and then you come back, find this one, and it'll plunk it in. I set up everything so it doesn't matter what happens between start and end. You can add in as many spreadsheets anywhere you want, just start and end have to stay there, or else it gets kind of angry with us. I'm going to assume that those are my questions, and I'm going to hide the sheet, so the only thing visible is start. There we go, and that is ready for the students to use. Now, I already have a copy over here already made up inside my Google Classroom to assign students. I have a bunch of fake students, and very important, we need to make a copy for each student, or it doesn't work that great. So I'm going to assign that task right now. Okay, now I've switched over to a fake student that I made up. So Belinda I am today, time task, and there's the assignment. So I'm going to open that up, and this is her copy of it. Now, unfortunately, they have to click the button twice. The first time is to allow the script to run. It's a setting in Google that I can't defeat. So they click on it once, they authorize, pick their account, and allow. Not that exciting, it hasn't run anything yet. They got to click it again for the script to actually run. And now you can see it's hidden everything, the timer started, so they can hit whatever and enter. Now the neat thing about the way I set this up, by happy accident, if they don't hit enter, it will also save whatever they just have typed in there. So I'm not hitting 12 on there. We'll let the script, already done, perfect. And in a few moments, what's going to happen is, and I've got to apologize, my Wi-Fi is terrible, the share button just went away. So they don't actually have access to this sheet, and it won't save anything more if they figure out how to get back into here. So I'm just going to hit reload. And you can see we're completely locked out of that file. But the student can still turn it in. This will turn to an unknown file in a few moments. So we can just still turn that in, so we can track everything through Google Classroom, which is super cool. I'm going to go back to being a teacher. Time task. Oh, we have one done. Open that up. And then as a teacher, I can actually enter the marks in the comments. I just got to go into here and go to my questions. And remember how I didn't hit enter on 12? It was just sitting there and I was just typing in it. It's actually accepted that number. So that's really nice if they get caught. If you're doing some kind of English and they get caught halfway through a sentence, it will save that bit of the sentence that they have typed in automatically. Pretty cool. If they decide to sort of play with it, or you're looking at it and going, they didn't complete this within the time frame, you can always pop this thing open and see if they figured out a workaround. And just head to revision history for the file and take a look in there and see if they took extra time. So you can jump in here and see exactly when they edited it, how long they edited it for. So folks, that is the time task spreadsheet. Please use. It took a little while to set up and a bit of thinking. If you have any questions, you know how to find me. Good luck.